My child is scared as hell to come here because she doesn't feel like there's going to be a safe place for her.
This morning, the latest clash between parents and a Wisconsin school board. Why a new policy has them so fired up.
Plus, short-term chief, Madison's top cop, is in the running for a new job. We've got details on when this could happen.
And another round of storms headed through northern parts of the county, northern parts of Madison. We'll take a look and see how much longer we can expect these coming up.
Hey, good Friday morning, everybody. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning on a Tylus Friday. Our favorite kind of Friday around here. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Josh Ryder. Lee Lynchett has the morning off. We want to start right away with meteorologist Kelly Slifka with that forecast because you might be seeing rain in your neighborhood this morning.
Might be hearing some rumbles of thunder as well, especially on the north side this morning. You can see that our high-resolution radar is indicating a couple of lightning bolts up there near Sun Prairie, getting a pretty good downpour. Wanakee saw some pretty good downpours over to Cottage Grove. This is mainly on the north side of Madison. South side might not actually get much of this. It looks like most of this is tracking off to the south and east, but looks like the airport is going to continue to add up some totals as this storm system continues to move onto the south and east across parts of Dane County. So we are looking at the storms rolling through now. Rainfall so far that we've seen at the airport, and obviously we'll get an update as the rain is moving through parts of Dane County. Looking at rainfall totals so far, nearly 2 1/3 inches of rain. Looking at temperatures in the 60s right now, 65 right now in Madison. It is a sticky day today with more scattered afternoon thunderstorms expected this afternoon. A few again tomorrow afternoon, maybe not as widespread, but it's going to be sticky today. Typical warm temperatures for July headed into the 80s for the weekend. 86 expected today. The best time frame for some rain would be after 3 up until about 6 o'clock. And then we should see drier weather for the evening. More on that chance of rain this afternoon and also tomorrow coming up in about 15 minutes.
All right. Thank you, Kelly. We have some brand new footage from yesterday's storms to share. This is taken by a viewer at Glen Aaron Golf Club in Janesville. Those sirens sure are blaring. You see the clouds swirling, too. As far as we know, a tornado did not touch down, and there are no reports of any injuries or damage.
Madison's police chief could be headed elsewhere after being named a finalist for a new job.
Shane Hogan here now with what it means for the city of Madison and the timeline of when this could all play out. Shane.
Yeah, Chris, Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes is now one of 3 finalists to potentially take over as Chicago Police Superintendent. Just 2 weeks ago, he was named as one of the 6 semifinalists for that role. Barnes has experience in Chicago. He was previously served as the Director of Training and Development for the Civilian Office of Police Accountability in the city, his most recent job before moving here to Madison.
The nominees for the position of Superintendent of the Chicago Police Department listed alphabetically are Sean Barnes, Angel Novales, and Larry Snelling.
Well, you heard the announcement there. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson has 30 days to appoint one of those 3 finalists as police superintendent. After that, the city council has 60 days to confirm the choice. It is important to note here, Chief Barnes has lived in Chicago his entire tenure as Madison's top cop. We're hearing from Chief Barnes on this potential move. In a statement, he says, "I was notified that I am a finalist for the superintendent position for the Chicago Police Department. To respect the hiring process, I am unable to comment specifically on this matter. I will answer all questions and speak about this matter once the process is finalized." Again, that process could take up to about 90 days if the mayor and the city council use their fully allotted time to pick that next chief. So, come fall, Madison could be looking for a brand new chief of police.
All right, Shane Hogan, 90 days and counting. Appreciate it. Thank you.
6:03 right now. The world's biggest dairy trade show will stay in Dane County for the foreseeable future. The World Dairy Expo and Dane County Executive Joe Parisi announcing a brand new 5-year contract. The agreement will keep the expo in Dane County at the Alliant Energy Center. Parisi says the new contract includes an option to extend the commitment beyond 5 years. Officials say the expo's economic impact on Madison and Dane County is felt throughout the state of Wisconsin.
This event brings in tens of millions of dollars to our local economy and tens of thousands of visitors every year.
Parisi and the Expo's leaders say the extension of their partnership is largely thanks to the renovations made to the Alliant Energy Center. This year's World Dairy Expo will run from October 1st through the 6th.
Wisconsin will get $2.5 million in grants for Medicaid services. The state will end up splitting it all up between 90 organizations. DHS says the funds will go toward improving services that help older adults and disabled folks. Many of the organizations receiving these funds will use them to expand the direct care workforce, integrate care services at the community level, and bring financial stability to caregivers. It marks the second round of home and community-based service grants from the American Rescue Plan Act.
There are about 25 to 30 million uninsured people living here in the U.S. The CDC wants to help them get vaccinated for COVID-19. The Bridge Access Program will allow people without insurance or whose insurance won't cover a vaccine to get the COVID shot for free. The program launches in the fall and will be in use temporarily. The CDC says it will work with local health departments, state programs, and some national pharmacies to get the vaccines to the people.
6:05 now. We have an update on that pallet fire that burned 730 acres of land in central Wisconsin. The DNR now says the pallet fire is fully contained. 8 firefighters were injured fighting it and have been treated. The fire started Monday night in Waushara County, southeast of Coloma. The DNR suspects that a burned pile reignited and that the person responsible could be on the hook now for the bill.
New information this morning. CNN reporting Jared Kushner testified before the grand jury investigating election interference after the 2020 election. Kushner is former President Trump's son-in-law. A source familiar with the case said he and former Trump aide Hope Hicks went before the jury. They were asked questions like whether Trump was told he lost the election. Hicks and Kushner were members of the president's inner circle. A spokesperson for Kushner declined to immediately comment.
A live look now at the U.S. Capitol, where yesterday Republicans in the House overturned a military abortion policy. The House adopted an amendment to the National Defense Bill that prohibits the Secretary of Defense from reimbursing abortion-related expenses. GOP Senator Tommy Tuberville has been protesting the military's abortion policy for months, placing a hold on promoting nominees. The Pentagon says the blockade is impacting the readiness of the military.
They volunteered to wear the uniform of this country. They volunteered to risk their lives for this country. Why do they deserve to be punished?
Right now, the policy is not law. It's a change to the larger National Defense Authorization Act, which determines the annual budget of the U.S. Department of Defense.
In addition to that change, the House also included amendments to cut diversity, equity, and inclusion offices in the military. The bill would prohibit the use of federal funds for DEI training as well.
Well, there's a scathing report out this morning from Human Rights First. It shows how the Biden administration's immigration policy is affecting people seeking asylum. It's been 2 months since the administration lifted so-called Title 42 and the start of new policies to crack down on illegal entry. This new report says asylum seekers have faced more barriers as a result. It details how researchers met with asylum seekers who say they were tortured, raped, and threatened while trying to secure appointments to enter an official port of entry. Last month, the administration touted the decrease in illegal entry since the lift and the new policies.
Happening now across the nation, people are experiencing extreme heat this week. A third of the U.S. had another day of record highs yesterday. Over 120 million Americans were under excessive heat alerts. In Phoenix, Arizona, temperatures have reached 110 degrees every day of this month. The heat has led to wildfires and knocked out power. The National Weather Service says excessive heat is the leading weather-related killer across the country.
Now to the latest clash between parents and school boards. The school board in Heartland, Wisconsin, right outside of Milwaukee, says teachers can no longer put up signs that say this is a safe place. The Arrowhead School Board passed that policy this week. It made the decision after debating for 3 hours and hearing from the public.
My child is scared as hell to come here because she doesn't feel like there's going to be a safe place for her.
These people have tried to hijack our schools for too long. That safe spaces are nothing more than places that dumb down our citizenry and our students.
6 members voted to approve the policy. 3 voted against it. Supporters of the policy say safe zones promote one group over others and create isolation and division. They say that's why they don't want signs like this in their classrooms.
Rock County is looking for someone to serve on its Human Services Board this morning. That board is looking for a citizen representative. Meetings happen on the 2nd and 4th Wednesday of the month. The new rep will serve a 3-year term. Some of the board's members' responsibilities include preparing a budget, appointing committees, and recommending program priorities. County residents should submit their interest by 8 in the morning on July 27th. You can do so on the Rock County website. Questions about the role can be directed to Human Services Director Kate Luster.
We want to introduce you to the University of Wisconsin Police Department's newest hire. Meet Charlie. He's a 1-year-old smooth-coated collie mix. Both he and Officer Caitlin Gamache will work across campus to provide comfort to anyone in need during a crisis. First responders have their own crises, so he's helping Gamache while also serving the campus police department. He loves pets and head scratches, but if you see him, make sure you ask before petting.
You can see why that makes a difference, right?
Yeah, what a good boy. Welcome to the department.
I love it.
Charlie.
All right, let's get to Callie Slifka. Keeping an eye on some storms this morning, Callie.
Yeah, that's right. We do have some dying showers and storms over northern parts of Madison, exiting Dane County. This is the last round for now, but more storms later in the first morning forecast coming up.
And everybody's working for the weekend, and so are we this morning with a rundown of what's happening this weekend in the 608.
Don't wait until November. Black Friday in July is here at Ashley. Save $200 instantly on Beauty Rest Select Choice Hybrid. Or get this Queen Pillow Top mattress for just $9 a month. All with no money down. Black Friday mattress deals are here. Only at Ashley.
This is Matt Gunderson. We recently celebrated the life of George. Loved by many, feared by walleye. As part of his fishing-themed celebration, everyone in attendance accepted one of his favorite lures. Allow us to personalize every detail of a life well lived.
Host says the key is under the Bisanguita cactus.
When you want to easily unlock your vacation.
Really helpful.
It matters where you stay. True by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
Introducing Ned's Plaque Psoriasis.
Ned, what are you wearing?
He thinks his flaky red patches are all people see.
Otezla is the #1 prescribed pill to treat plaque psoriasis.
Ned?
It can help you get clearer skin and reduce itching and flaking with no routine blood tests required. Doctors have been prescribing it for nearly a decade. Otezla is also approved to treat psoriatic arthritis. Don't use Otezla if you're allergic to it. Serious allergic reactions can happen. Otezla may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting. Some people taking Otezla had depression, suicidal thoughts, or weight loss. Upper respiratory tract infection and headache may occur.
With clear skin, movie night is a groovy night. Live in the moment. Ask your doctor about Otezla.
Creating family memories is what Maple Leaf Landscaping is all about. We design and build outdoor spaces that bring people together. Landscaped spaces for any size family. Functional, beautiful, a place everyone will enjoy. And it all starts with a free visit at your home by one of our landscape experts. So call Maple Leaf Landscaping today and have us create an outdoor living space for your home.
It's Champion Windows' 70th anniversary sale, and we're giving the presents to you. Right now, get 40% off new windows, plus pay nothing for 18 months. And we're giving away $70,000 in our home makeover giveaway. 70 years of designing, building, installing, and guaranteeing Champion Comfort 365 windows direct from our factory to your home. Don't wait. Get 40% off windows today. Call or schedule your free estimate online 24/7 at getchampionwindows.com.
Don't wait until November. Black Friday in July is now at Ashley. Find in-stock doorbusters at discounts up to 60% off. Plus, get bonus discounts on clearance items and special buys. And low monthly payment options starting at just $9 a month. Only at Ashley.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
We're back to 6:13 this morning. It is almost the weekend in the 608, so you know what that means. Happy Friday. We're working for the weekend in the 608, and it's a big one for the capital city and surrounding area. Madison's biggest free summer community celebration is back. La Fête des Marquettes is happening at McPike Park. This is a chance to see top-tier musicians along with fun for the whole family, with different activities going on throughout the entire weekend. Then, of course, you have all the delicious food and beer. You can check out all the fun here through Sunday. Well, it's also time to celebrate the season at Wollersheim Winery with the Summer Serenades. We got a sneak preview of this big event yesterday morning in the 608. Today is your next opportunity to enjoy the beauty of summer while sipping on a beverage outside, taking in the views of Prairie du Sac. They have extended hours planned from noon to 7 o'clock where you can enjoy wine, cocktails, food, and live music with no reservation needed. The next Summer Serenades is planned for Friday, August 11th. Also happening is the Our Town celebration in Highland right now, and this is a big one this year, folks. Highland is celebrating its 150th anniversary. There are events happening all weekend long, including a softball tourney, kids carnival, sesquicentennial parade, and an outdoor vendor craft fair. And look at this cutie sporting his own Highland shirt. That's baby Zeke.
Looking good, Zeke.
Fly in his 150th anniversary wear. Leah's off this morning, but she had to send in this little cutie pie for us to showcase. It's what we love to see here in the 608. So if you're doing the math here, folks, 150 years dates all the way back to 1873. That's 149 and a half years before baby Zeke was even born, but he's still celebrating. Such a little cutie there. Thank you, Leah, for sharing that photo with me. Remember, you can always go to channel3000.com/in-the-608 to see what's happening. You can also click on the community calendar in partnership with our friends over at Madison Magazine. Going to be a big weekend. I mean, all across, we got 3 county fairs going on too. Hopefully the weather, I know today's looking the one, you might want to keep an eye on that with the app. But other than that, looking pretty good out there, Chris.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a lot of dry time.
I think so too.
We have a lot of options.
Halfway through summer. This is the midway point. Isn't that wild?
We still have half of summer to go.
I know we do. Looking positive outlook.
Glass half full. Glass half full. Thanks, Josh. Hey, don't forget to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out for a chance to be featured.
Kelly Slifka is here now, keeping an eye on those showers and storms out there this morning. Kelly, they're moving out.
Yeah, it looks like most of the showers and storms will be moving out here very shortly. In fact, they've weakened very quickly over the last 15 minutes or so. As we take a look at our high-resolution radar, you can see most of it is really weakened here in eastern parts of Dane County. We did have some pretty good cells move through the northern parts of the county, but now it's just pretty much moved on out. And you can see how they were fairly hefty as they moved through Waunakee, Sun Prairie area. Now these are to the east of Cottage Grove, headed toward Lake Mills, but kind of dissipating as they are exiting Dane County. And most of the rest of the southern areas of the state, fairly quiet. One lone shower there in Fayette County. We are looking at some quieter weather for the next several hours, actually taking us into the mid-afternoon hours. But take a look at what we've seen as far as some rainfall. Bullseye, that purple right over Dane County up into Sauk County, eastern Iowa County, then also into Fayette County or Lafayette County and into parts of Grant County. Saw some pretty good totals. Some of those locations picking up over 3 inches of rain. That goes back since Wednesday. So some welcome news. Look at this rain gauge. Sue. Almost 5.5 inches of rain in Stoughton over the last 3 days. So definitely some good news, some rain. You can see the rain is moving on out, though. The skies are actually starting to break up a little bit here. 86 expected today. It's going to be a steamy afternoon, and that may lead to some more showers and storms later this afternoon. Let's say after 3 o'clock up until about 6 o'clock. That looks like the best time frame across southern Wisconsin. Tomorrow, just some widely scattered showers and storms, and maybe not as numerous as what we're expecting today. 66 right now in Madison, 63 in Mineral Point, 65 right now in Monroe. Across Dane County, you can feel the humidity out here this morning. It's really starting to feel a little bit more steamy. That's because some moisture is surging northward into southern Wisconsin. That's what led to some of these storms overnight. And that will lead to some more storms developing later this afternoon. As we go into about 3, 4 o'clock, I think that's the best time frame. After 6 o'clock, I think most of this will be on the way out, but it's going to be a steamy day and even a steamy evening, but that humidity will start to drop by tomorrow. As far as rainfall amounts, it's going to vary a lot. Some locations may be picking up a quick quarter to a half an inch. Other locations might not pick up much at all. 86 today, the first warm forecast brings in that humidity today with those scattered afternoon storms. Widely scattered storms expected tomorrow afternoon. Isolated Sunday. The weekend in general looks pretty quiet. A little cooler Monday, but we heat up and more chances of storms, it looks like, by the middle of next week.
There's a new era underway for the Wisconsin women's rowing team, and you could say Vicki Opitz is a perfect fit to lead the program because Badger rowing is in her blood. While competing at UW, the Middleton native won a Big Ten championship and was named an All-American. Her grandfather coached the men's team, and both her parents were rowers at Wisconsin. So being named head coach is truly a dream come true.
Being a part of this family, this Badger family, and the tradition of rowing at Wisconsin is incredibly important to me. It shaped me as a person and obviously as an athlete. This moment's been pretty unreal, to be honest. It's a dream opportunity, and I'm just really fortunate to be one of many Badgers that has family ties to the school and the rowing tradition. So being able to represent that in a coaching role is honestly a dream come true.
We're a little over 7 weeks away from Luke Fickell's first game at Wisconsin, and if the anticipation doesn't kill you, all the hype and excitement might. The expectations for this year's squad are through the roof, and while it's fun to think about Big Ten West champs, Big Ten champs, and even further, the Badgers have been putting in the work, building their culture, and that's got Alec Ingold all aboard the hype train.
Cool to see from a distance, from a fan, like the work is coming first. You see the guys in the weight room putting it in, really committing to one another. So it's really cool to see the guys working hard and like buying in and building that culture, that identity that's so important in the fall. So you kind of combine all of those things. I think it's going to be something really special for these guys.
Steve Stricker continued his tear on the Champions Tour in the first round of the Colleague Companies Championship. On 5, the Edgerton native rolls in the short birdie to move to 5 under. And then on 7, it's the putt of the day. Stricker curves that baby right into the cup for another chirper. He's tied for the lead at 5 under after 18 holes. His friend Jerry Kelly 6 shots back at 1 over. And that's it for Morning Sports. Have a great day.
Thanks, Zach. Coming up, Amazon makes history on Prime Day. Why shoppers spend big in the summer months.
We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Channel 3000 Plus. Watch from your streaming media player or mobile device.
Race into savings at Hy-Vee this Friday through Sunday. Fresh ground beef or turkey, $2.98 for a 1-pound package. Hy-Vee bacon, $2.99. And a 5-pound bag of potatoes, only $1.99. Only at Hy-Vee.
Lean back and enjoy the summer savings at the Century House. Right now, get a $100 instant rebate for every $1,000 you spend on any qualifying stressless seating. The more you spend, the more you can save instantly. So furnish an entire room with the most comfortable seating in the world and watch the savings add up. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
America, it's time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford vehicle. And it all starts at your local Ford dealer during the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need to discover your best summer ever. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover summer with Ford. Now get a Ford F-150 XLT or Ford Lightning with 3.9% APR financing for 60 months plus $1,000 retail trade assist cash and $500 low APR cash.
Ride a chip. Just taking a break. That window's a bear.
Don't worry. My cousin's got a guy.
Hey, I'm not sure I can help you with the house gas, but I can help you replace this window fast.
Let the experts at Feldco kickstart your summer with 2-for-1 windows and no interest until 2025. Plus, we'll get it done Feldco fast.
2-for-1 windows won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
Here's your parachute. Packed it myself.
Certain it's okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters. Like the certainty of congratulating coworkers or saying thank you for being a customer with promotional products from 4imprint. Our expert team is dedicated to making your satisfaction a certainty.
Talk to myself.
Land the perfect products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's a 30-cent fuel saver. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Only at Hy-Vee.
We're back, 6:24. Shane Hogan here now with what's trending this morning.
Yeah, we talked about Amazon Prime Day a little earlier in the week, but now the numbers are in. And guys, it was the biggest Prime Day in Amazon history.
Wow.
You got to get this number. It's crazy. Consumers spent $12.7 billion during just the 2-day event. That's up 6% from the year before.
Whoa.
Adobe Analytics said it was a record 2 days for online shopping overall, not just on Amazon. Now, Prime Day's been around since 2015, and other chains like Walmart, Best Buy, they've also offered deals to entice shoppers during these slow sales in summer months. Now, I find this interesting. These companies have slower months of sales in the summer as well, but I think also consumers...
Not anymore.
Well, not anymore. You're probably right about that. But now I think consumers are just thinking like, you know, maybe they can get their Christmas shopping done early.
No.
Maybe they're just bored and they need to entertain their kids, so they bought some Lincoln Logs like someone I know.
Josh, tell them what you got.
And Josh was loading up
I
too.
bought a sound bar for our living room. I saved $300.
See?
So there were things that we waited with the new house and like putting off because, hey, I'm going to be able to save hundreds of dollars in doing this. And you mentioned the whole Christmas thing. I did actually get a Christmas present already because, again, I'm like, hey, if I can get this now, plus you can kind of cross it off the list. I'm like, okay, that one's done.
No one is more prepared than Josh Sprider. Let me tell you, I do my Christmas shopping like the week before. I'm that person. It's terrible. Yeah.
I mean,
I know. Well, I mean, this is a great opportunity to save, though. I mean, there were really some good deals out there.
You got us again, Amazon.
Yeah, I know.
You got
every
us
time.
again.
It is every time.
It's so hard.
It is wild.
But I mean, like, then you think to yourself, why not? Why not save $300 on a sound bar?
I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
My Lincoln Logs were a big hit at home.
kids
They've
love
been playing with them nonstop since I got them.
That's great.
All right, hey, folks, we're tracking some showers this morning. We have some now and another shot. That's next.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout. Join the judgment-free zone today. For $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, July 19th.
Culligan Water takes pride in being your local water experts. We live here, work here, and dedicate our lives to improving our area's water. We deliver the world's best water treatment and the industry's best service to you. Culligan Water, your local water experts.
Reviews are very important. It really reflects on how we're handling customers at Precision Door. It's feeling like I'm helping out my neighbor. Quality service quickly from a name you can trust.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Summer fun means one thing. It's time to visibly say goodbye to crow's feet, fine lines, wrinkles, and under-eye bags, and say hello to smooth, beautiful, younger-looking skin in 10 minutes with Plexiderm.
Oh my God. I can't believe I have no lines in my face. I'm like 20 years younger.
Plexiderm smooths away wrinkles without foundation, without color makeup, and without expensive procedures. And it works in 10 minutes. Plus, the results last up to 10 hours. And best of all, you could try it for only $14.95 this summer.
This isn't the first time I've been on TV raving about this product. It's amazing. My friends, my family, they can't believe it. There's been creams, there's been lotions. Nothing works like this.
We were away on vacation. If you go down to the islands, they always want to take you in a booth and put some stuff on you. And my husband said, boy, that stuff really works. And I said, I washed this off hours ago. This is Plexiderm. This is what works.
When I tried Plexiderm the first time, my daughter said, oh, Dad, did you get a haircut? And I said, no, I tried this Plexiderm product out. Oh, you look so much younger. I said, oh, thank you.
The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms, rapidly reducing under-eye bags and wrinkles from view in minutes. The science is incredible, but the results are even better.
Yeah, this looks really good. All these lines are gone. Amazing. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I look amazing. It's like so full of myself.
I've had under-eye bags for a very long time, and it sucks. Finally, I tried something called Plexiderm. I put it on my face, and I'm not joking. It works.
So take action this summer and pack up your under-eye bags and wrinkles and put them on vacation with Plexiderm. Try our summertime special and get it for only $14.95. Plus, get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout. Join the judgment-free zone today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, July 19th.
We have family members out. We have people who live here, and they should not have to endure what happened today.
A shooting with nobody in custody yet, the race to collect evidence and what Madison police have to say.
Plus, funnel clouds spotted in the viewing area, the new pictures that show just how close communities came to touchdown.
First look outside this morning with some more storms out there. Take a look at those clouds as we're talking about showers moving through the area, Kelly.
Yeah, those showers moving on the way out. You can see they lifting to the east of Madison this morning, but we have more chances later today. Forecast coming up.
Good Friday morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Josh Breiter. Lee Lynchide has the morning off. Let's start with Kelly Slivka with your certified most accurate forecast. Boy, our yards are going to be so happy this week.
It's going to be amazing to see them green.
Seriously.
Yeah, we've definitely had some good amounts of rain over the last few days. In fact, many locations picking up 2 to 3, 4 inches of rain. So some good news for those lawns and obviously all the farmers out there. We've been hoping for this, and this is what we need, these daily doses of some rain, and that's what we're going to continue at least for a couple more days. Most of the rain this morning now kind of on the way out as it's moving out of Dane County onto the east end of parts of Jefferson County. So we've had some of these showers move through this morning. And actually now, as far as the rainfall amount since Wednesday, we've had just over 2 1/3. Just got the update at the top of the hour. So doing pretty good as far as the rainfall department's concerned. 66 right now in Madison, 66 in Janesville. The Dells at 65. Going to notice that humidity today, and that will lead to more scattered showers and storms developing after 3 o'clock up until about 6 o'clock. That's our window of opportunity. Really going to feel that humidity, something we haven't had a whole lot this summer. Typically warm temperatures in the 80s going into the upcoming weekend. A lot of sunshine expected for the morning hours. As we go toward about 3, 4 o'clock, we're going to watch some showers and storms move out of Iowa across southern Wisconsin. It looks like the best chance now are from Dane County down toward Illinois. We're seeing some of these storms. Not going to last long, but we are expecting another opportunity of seeing some storms develop later today. Meantime, now that the storms are just about done with, it looks like we'll see dry weather for the rest of the morning into the early afternoon hours. We'll talk more about those storm chances later today, and also we'll take a look at the drought monitor and some of the impressive rainfall totals across the area coming up in about 15 minutes.
All right, Kelly, thank you. All across Wisconsin, we've been getting reports and images of funnel clouds and shelf clouds from last night's storms. Take a look at these new viewer images from Janesville to Milton to Edgerton. Funnel clouds and some shelf clouds forming here. Luckily, we're not hearing any reports of touchdowns, injuries, or property damage. Remember, if you can always safely do so, please send us those pictures. It gives us a better idea of what is truly happening in your neck of the woods.
You know, with all the rain we've been getting, it feels like the drought is ending, but take a look at this. We are still behind on what we need to bust it. The red spot on this U.S. drought monitor is still growing, expanding west and north across our viewing area. There is some good news. This monitor does not reflect the rain that fell yesterday or this morning, of course. It uses data collected before Thursday.
Stay on top of the changing conditions of this drought, and of course more storms on the way. Just download the First Warn Weather app. You can search for WISC Weather in your app store.
This morning, Madison police have yet to arrest anyone in Madison's latest shooting. The last update from police is that the victim has life-threatening injuries. It happened around 3:30 yesterday afternoon on Milwaukee Street and Milky Way near Town Center Park. Officers say they were already in that area dealing with another complaint when they got the shooting call. MPD says the shooting likely stemmed from some sort of personal conflict. Though a subject is not in custody at the moment, Madison police say there is no risk to the public this morning.
We have family members out. We have people who live here, and they should not have to endure what happened today. Call us, call Crime Stoppers. You want to get someone in custody. We want to make sure that there's no other danger to the community. And one way to do that is to make sure that whoever is responsible for this is brought to justice.
Chief Barnes says they were in a bit of a rush to collect evidence before it got affected by a downpour, which happened right after the incident. Authorities have not indicated if they're looking for just one person or multiple suspects.
Juneau County authorities are looking for a woman who hasn't been seen since the 4th of July. This is Leah Stewart. The sheriff's office says she was last seen in the area of 43rd Street in the township of Lemonwire near Madison. She's 43 years old and is 5 feet 5 inches tall with brown hair and hazel eyes. Leah has pierced ears and tattoos on her right shoulder, right leg, and back. Anyone who has seen her or knows where she is asked to call the Juneau County Sheriff's Office.
Some new information now. The National Labor Relations Board says TruStage, formerly CUNA Mutual Group, has violated federal labor law on at least 2 counts. Those charges state that TruStage unlawfully withheld information it was required to provide the union in violation of their collective bargaining agreement. The union has filed a total of 9 unfair labor practice charges. In response, TruStage says that the NLRB has asked if the company would be willing to produce information that was part of the charge, and we are cooperating. TruStage added that 4 other charges related to the issue are not being pursued by the Labor Bureau. Well, one of the big stories of the day here, Hollywood is officially at a standstill. Actors are now on strike, joining writers on the picket line.
Shane Hogan is here with how the strike is impacting local artists. Shane, good morning to you.
Hey, good morning, Josh. That's right. Like the Writers Guild of America, the Actors Union now wants increases in basic pay, higher residuals for streaming content, and protections surrounding the use of artificial intelligence. The strike is also impacting those in the film industry who work and live here in Wisconsin. Jeff Ulm, a Spring Green native who has worked on movies like the Titanic and the Marvel franchise, shares the strike has a worldwide impact.
It's going to be a tough time for many people that are affected by this in Wisconsin, in London, Atlanta, wherever people shoot and their things that come from the entertainment and the media business, they're all affected by it.
While on strike, actors are not allowed to film their projects or participate in press tours for upcoming works. Now, this is the first strike of its kind in decades, and it could impact the industry for years to come. SAG-AFTRA represents more than 160,000 screen actors, broadcast journalists, hosts, and more. And guys, we've seen the fallout of this strike now for months now. We've seen shows like late night TV, all have been affected, and now the actors joining in the writers. So we'll see where this goes, but a big impact, especially with that fall slate of TV shows just a few months away now.
Yeah, and you can just think these folks have not been able to catch a break over the last couple of years with COVID shutting things down. They were just starting to get things going, and now this.
Yeah, it's, the theater business obviously struggled mightily during COVID. They kind of got that excuse me, that big regroup after last summer. But yeah, right now, the industry definitely hurting.
All right. Shane Hogan, thank you. More local news now. The River Food Mobile Meals Program Munch is now equipped to deliver more meals and fresh produce thanks to their new custom vehicle. Take a look at this. In addition to an increased space, the vehicle features a reach-in cooler and freezer, heating cabinet, dedicated serving window, fresh produce display, digital menu board, and even a sink. The 18-foot vehicle will not only preserve food quality over longer routes, it will also provide a more comfortable space for staff and volunteers to work.
It's a cool way to come and get food. The River works really hard to remove the stigma of what a food pantry or asking for food is all about. And so this cool, neat, innovative way to come to neighborhoods serving one neighborhood at a time is really what the River believes is the future.
Munch launched in 2016 to help fill the gap in nutrition many children experience when schools are closed. The program has grown to serve 20 distribution locations.
Watch this. The Dane County Humane Society's Wildlife Center rehabbing a little kitten here, not just any kitten. This is a bobcat kitten. The little female was found as an orphan near Mazamanie. On admission, she was thin, dehydrated, had burrs all over her fur. Now, after some much-needed rest and food, she has greatly improved and acting like a little Spitfire. She'll be transferred soon to be with other orphan bob kittens before being released back into the wild.
Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Probably not one you want to mess with.
Probably not. Cute, but that's a wild kitty.
Oh, my goodness. A Spitfire for sure.
Still ahead, advocates are pushing for a new bill to require insurance cover things like breast cancer screenings more often, what it will do, and what the requirements are now.
And we are tracking some dying showers and storms moving out of the area, but we have more chances later this afternoon. The first warning forecast coming up.
Plus, sing it with me, Chris. Everybody's working for the weekend. And so are we, with a rundown of what's happening this weekend in the 608. We're back after this.
Fresh produce is the best produce. That's why at Pick and Save, we invest in Wisconsin farmers to bring you the freshest seasonal picks. So no matter how you shop, your local produce always tastes as fresh as it gets. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Get 11% off your automotive needs at Menards. A hardworking engine deserves the strong protection of Quaker State Full Synthetic Motor Oil. It's engineered to give more power, more wear protection, and longer engine life. Get a 5-quart jug for $19.99 after rebate. Transform your home with a new garage door from Ideal Door. We have 9x7 and 16x7 size doors from multiple styles in stock today. Get a 9x7 non-insulated garage door for $349.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
It's Macy's one-day sale now with great deals of the day, like up to 40% off sandals, handbags, and more, 50% off shirts and shorts from Clubroom, and up to 60% off swim for the whole family. Plus, get curbside pickup at Macy's.
Hold on, I'm coming. You didn't tell me you were getting McDonald's.
Try a toasted bagel sandwich and pair it with a $2 medium iced coffee. Now even bolder.
McGann Furniture Downtown Baraboo invites you to come in for their huge Summer Sizzler Sale. It's our biggest sale of the year. For a limited time only, take advantage of sizzling hot markdowns throughout the store. All furniture, bedding, flooring, dining room sets, and accessories marked down with the lowest prices of the year. Plus, get free delivery. Hurry in today. The huge store-wide Summer Sizzler Sale at McGann Furniture ends July 22nd. You'll be glad you did. Since 1905, McGann Furniture, Downtown Baraboo.
Intuitive sit-to start and the all-electric ID4. It's the little things. Visit your Volkswagen dealer today and get a $7,500 lease bonus on a new 2023 all-electric ID4.
Fresh produce is the best produce. That's why at Pick and Save, we invest in Wisconsin farmers to bring you the freshest seasonal picks. So no matter how you shop, your local produce always tastes as fresh as it gets. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
A diving accident left a young woman facing life-changing injuries.
I distinctly remember losing the feeling of like the water touching my body.
See how she's staying focused on beating the odds and reaching her goals.
The chance is all I need.
Monday on News 3 Now at 6.
News 3 Now is taking action to find and deliver the news stories that matter where you live.
Taking action to uncover the truth, getting answers, and finding solutions that can make an impact in your life and our community where we all live.
Taking action for South Central Wisconsin. News 3 Now.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
On the Health Watch this morning, Wisconsin women with breast cancer are fighting for support for a bill to cover additional screenings.
They say it might be too late for them, but the change could save the lives of others. SB 121 would require health insurance policies to cover supplemental screenings for those with an increased breast cancer risk. Right now, the law requires insurance to cover 2 mammograms for women 45 to 49 if certain conditions are present, and annual mammograms starting at 50. Advocates say mammograms don't always show the full results for people with dense breasts, saying the bill would close a critical loophole. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration has approved the first over-the-counter birth control pill. The oral contraception Opill will be available without a prescription at drugstores, grocery stores, and online. The manufacturer is determining the price and when it will be on the shelves. The FDA says when used as directed, the daily pill is safe and is expected to be more effective than other non-prescription contraceptive methods.
All right, coming up on 6:45, Kelly Slifka is outside this morning. You see some sunshine behind you.
Yeah, the skies have really opened up now, nice and blue. We had the showers and storms roll through overnight, but you can see how they have moved out of, for the most part, out of Dane County, moving to the east into Jefferson County. And all of this is on the way out now and pretty much done with, at least for the morning hours into the early afternoon hours. But later today, we do have a chance of seeing some more rain moving through. Take a look at the rainfall amounts. This goes back through Wednesday, basically. the rainfall from Wednesday. You see that purple shading? That's 2 to 3 inches of rain. We've had reports of 3-4 inches of rain in some of the rain gauges across the area, so just depending on where you're at. But that area in that purple that you see in Dane County, up into Sauk County, northeastern Iowa County, really needed the rain because the drought monitor that came out yesterday, but it only analyzes data through Tuesday. You can see where the extreme drought is. So hopefully this rain that we had Wednesday, yesterday, and again overnight will eat away at some of that extreme drought on a category of 1 to 5. That's category 4. So we were in desperate need of some rain. Don't need the severe weather with the storms, but we did have reports of funnel clouds north of Janesville. This is near Milton. Thanks to Lexi for sending in that report. We did have any reports of any damage with that as it moved through. As I mentioned, we got the sun right now coming up behind the rain that we had, and it is starting to feel pretty sticky out here this morning. 86 degrees expected today, and you're going to feel every ounce of that 86 as the dew points right now are in the low to mid 60s, but they'll continue to climb. I expect that dew point to get up to about 65, 66. That'll be sticky to uncomfortable. We haven't had a whole lot of humidity yet this summer, but you're going to notice it today, at least for one day. It looks like that will be dropping going into the weekend. The weekend's still looking pretty good. Can't rule out some late afternoon showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. I think it'll be even less than what we're expecting today. And Sunday looks generally dry with partly sunny skies and highs in the low 80s. 66 right now in Madison, 65 in Lone Rock. Right now looking at Sauk City at 68, 67 currently in Sun Prairie and Cottage Grove, 67 in Oregon. So temperatures will climb fairly quickly. With the sun up now, I would say after 3 o'clock or so, we'll start to see some storms roll into southwestern Wisconsin, 4, 5, 6 o'clock. A chance in the Madison area. As we get towards 7 o'clock, most of this will be on the way out as we'll see some scattered storms. It looks like the best opportunity for Madison areas to the south. Should be quiet going into the evening. Rainfall amounts are going to be kind of all over the place. Some folks may be picking up a quick quarter or half an inch in a short amount of time, while other folks might not even see anything. First warn forecast 86 today with the scattered storms redeveloping by the mid to late afternoon hours. Another chance of about 30% coverage tomorrow, so not as much as what we're expecting today. 85 tomorrow afternoon, 82 on Sunday. A little bit cooler Monday, but we turn up the heat and bring in more chances of rain. It looks like we're going into the middle part of next week.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Well, it is almost the weekend in the 608, so you know what that means. We're working for the weekend for you in the 608 right now. County Fair season is in full swing this morning. The Jefferson County Fair and Lafayette County Fair are both happening this weekend, along with the Sauk County Fair now underway in Baraboo. Today is the third day. All rides, games, and vendors are open. The fair's biggest night is tomorrow, though, when country music singer Scotty McCreery will perform at 7 o'clock. The fair itself is free and parking is only $5. The Sauk County Fair runs through Sunday. Tobacco Heritage Days are officially on today in Edgerton. This is a fun-filled family festival honoring Edgerton's heritage and tobacco farming. It's happening at Racetrack Park. Price of admission is $15 for a weekend wristband for adults. Kids are free, with of course plenty of family-friendly activities to go along with it. Tobacco Heritage Days run through Sunday. Maxwell Street Days is back on State Street this weekend. It's happening now through Sunday. You'll find dozens of local businesses lined up with bargains, culinary delights, and music. Around 30,000 people are expected to check it out. This annual summer sidewalk sale on State Street in downtown takes place the third weekend in July every year. Remember, you can always go to channel3000.com/in-the608 to see what's happening. You can also click on the community calendar in partnership with our friends over at Madison Magazine. Going to be a very busy one out there this weekend.
I think after those rain chances move through this evening, we get plenty of dry time on Saturday and Sunday to check out. I mean, it's hard to choose
which
one you go to, like how long you're going to spend. You can plan your whole weekend around the stuff going on.
It is one of those weekends where there is stuff literally happening all over the viewing area. So get out there and have some fun.
We love our choices. Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out on social media for a chance to be featured. Coming up in the morning sprint, Madison's police chief could be headed to Chicago. How soon before a decision's made?
But first, it is July 14th, and we want to say happy birthday to Jackson and Walker and all the other kids turning 3 today. Happy birthday from all of us here on News 3 Now this morning.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
You've got this. You didn't think your sister would take you up on the dog sitting offer, but here you are. Barriers purchased. Doggy distractions, no expense spared. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with $50 overdraft grace zone. So when you have to make a purchase, or 7, to prepare, you can be sure we're looking out for you, so you can look out for him. You've got this with Associated Bank.
Sometimes it takes a different approach.
Set up a meeting. So how does next week sound?
To see the possibilities all around you.
Yeah, what if I catch him first, then what?
With Capella University's game-changing FlexPath format, get support every step of the way to help you stay on track. Imagine your future differently with Capella University.
Hi, I'm Daryl from Little America.
Blake and his cousin Connor are here with their families from Madison today. What's your favorite ride? Connor's older sister, Cassie, told me her favorite is the go-karts. Mom loves that she can bring a picnic basket, and Dad enjoys miniature golf. There's fun for the whole family at Little America, where big fun is only a few miles away.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. So call 833-WISC-VRAP or visit vrapwi.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you.
America, it's time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford vehicle. And it all starts at your local Ford dealer during the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need to discover your best summer ever. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover summer with Ford. Now get a Ford F-150 XLT or Ford Lightning with 3.9% APR financing for 60 months plus $1,000 retail trade assist cash and $500 low APR cash.
Lamers Bus Lines, making sure our future is driven towards success.
6:52, right on the nose. Time for the morning sprint.
We start with a developing story. A suspect not been arrested yet in an East Side shooting that left a person with life-threatening injuries. It happened on Milwaukee Street and Milky Way around 3:30 yesterday afternoon. Madison police officers say though a subject is not in custody this morning, there is no risk to the public. Police are expected to give an update sometime today.
Sirens going off as a viewer captured this video of a funnel cloud. It was in the Janesville, Edgerton area. Luckily, we have not heard of any damage or injuries, and no confirmation that anything touched down yesterday.
Like the Writers Guild of America, the Actors Union wants increases in basic pay, higher streaming residuals, and protections surrounding AI. While on strike, actors are not allowed to film their projects or talk to the press for upcoming tours. It's the first strike of its kind in decades, involving over 160,000 people.
An update on that big central Wisconsin fire. Officials now say the pallet fire is fully contained. It's burned an estimated 730 acres since it ignited Monday in Waushara County. The fire left 8 firefighters injured. Earlier this week, we learned that the fire started when a burn pile reignited. The DNR says the person responsible may be on the hook for the cost.
Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes is being named as one of the top 3 finalists to take over as the Chicago Police Superintendent. Barnes has previously worked at positions in the Chicago department. The Chicago mayor now has 30 days to appoint one of the 3 finalists. Then the city council has another 60 days to confirm the choice. Chief Barnes says he is unable to comment on the matter until it is finalized. The jury in the trial of Pittsburgh synagogue mass shooter Robert Bowers says he is eligible for the death penalty. The focus has now shifted to whether he should be sentenced to death or life in prison. He killed 11 worshipers and wounded 6 at Pittsburgh's Tree of Life synagogue in 2018. It was the deadliest attack against Jewish people in U.S. history.
A 25-year-old man accused of shooting 9 people in Cleveland's Warehouse District last Sunday is now being held in a $9 million bond. Jalen Jennings is pleading not guilty to 9 counts of attempted murder, among other charges. The shooter was arrested Tuesday in Ohio after Cleveland police received some help from U.S. Marshals.
In Pennsylvania, a manhunt for an escaped inmate enters its 7th day. Police and U.S. Marshals now upping their reward to $22,000. The escaped inmate is a self-taught survivalist who served in military reserves and is capable of surviving in the woods. Police say their strategy is making things hard for the inmate, wearing him down and hoping he makes a mistake.
It's been over 5 months since the Norfolk Southern train derailed in East Palestine, Ohio. It left the air and water toxic. Businesses are now struggling to survive. Owners say Norfolk offered up help, but it came with too many strings attached, such as providing personal financial information. Now businesses are banding together, but the health concerns are the biggest hurdle.
The Secret Service has closed its investigation regarding cocaine found at the White House. Investigators did not find sufficient DNA evidence on the bag, and surveillance video did not provide any new leads. The Secret Service says without enough evidence, they are unable to single out any of the hundreds of people passing through that area of the building.
All right, 5 minutes away from 7 o'clock. We had some rumbles of thunder overnight, some pretty good rains, but you can see on our Doppler track, most of the activity is done with just a lone shower there to the east near Fort Atkinson, moving on out and dissipating as we speak. So did have the rain overnight. Now we'll see some sunshine throughout the morning hours, and it will be quiet and heating up. After 3 o'clock, we'll see some showers and storms start to develop off to our west. It's going to be steamy, definitely going to feel that humidity. That will lead to some of these showers and storms, mainly from Madison areas to the south. That looks like the best opportunity, anywhere between about 6 o'clock before starting to move on out. Then should be quiet going into the evening. So your best chance of rain won't be until after 3 o'clock, 4, 5, 6 o'clock. Looks like the best chance of rain. Temperatures headed into the mid-80s, going to feel like upper 80s to around 90 because of that humidity. Humidity goes down tomorrow. Still a chance of some widely scattered showers and storms. Generally dry Sunday, then a little bit cooler on Monday.
It's not the heat, it's the humidity.
That's right. Haven't had much of it yet this year.
All right, we're back in 30 minutes with another news and weather update.